Hey guys, so today I'm in beautiful Armathwaite. The weather's lovely and the colours are just glorious. Super excited to be here, seen some great species already, not least of which was a mussel thrush, which has definitely been the highlight of the day. But interestingly enough, I'm not here for the wildlife, which is an odd thing to say from a wildlife media student. No, I'm here to look at the work of photographer Thomas Kellner and maybe even reproduce some of his work myself today. So got my trusty backpack and tripod over there. Let's see what we can get up to today. For those of you who don't know, Thomas Kellner is a German photographer who's made an international name for himself with his unique style of architectural photography. I first came across his work at an exhibition at Laycock Abbey, the National Trust property in Wiltshire, and I just fell in love with the style immediately. It was so unique and so different to anything else I'd ever seen before. Yeah, it's sometimes described as being cubist, but Thomas Kellner has his own phrase for it. He calls it visual analytical synthesis. I would describe visual analytical synthesis as the photography equivalent of the literary term defamiliarization. So basically, with both those terms, you're taking something that's very familiar and then jumbling it up and making it so that you might not recognise what it is immediately. I'm going to be looking at trees, landscapes in general, and then there's also the weir down by the river. I want to see if I can do something with the running water, but I guess we'll have to see. So see you later. And just like magic, we're in a different place. So the first experiment I did whilst I was out today was taking pictures of a tree. Now, I didn't actually expect this one to work very well because it was so crowded, because there weren't many trees by themselves because I was in the woods. But you know, actually, I'm quite pleased with the result. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it was my first go, so I'll cut myself a bit of slack. So I think I've begun to capture that idea of visual analytical synthesis in this. It's still recognisably a tree, but you know, it's got that cubist feel, and it's got that, it's broken up, but it's still recognisable. So you know what? For a first attempt, I don't think that's too bad. I'm quite pleased with it. The weir didn't work as well as I'd hoped it would. I think that's probably because the running water just makes it too busy. It might work better if I went back and used a longer shutter speed so that the pattern of the water is smoothed out, which would reduce the distractions, but I'm not sure I want to do this with water. I'm just not convinced it'll work. I snuck home via Rickaby Park and I took some pictures of the War Memorial. That picture worked a lot better, I feel. There's still a couple of problems with it. So I quite like the outer edges, they work quite well, but you know, the inner stuff, it's not close up enough. The idea definitely works, and I'm very happy with this first set of experiments, but you know, there's more that can be done in terms of my own style, so I just need to get out and practice some more. I hope you enjoyed this and that you learned maybe a little bit, and I'll see you next week. Bye!